Let's talk about how we can achieve the high availability using the Lambda. So there will be always two scenarios in which you will be running Lambda. When you deploy your code in Lambda, by default, there will be a Lambda environment in which it will be running. So Lambda generally runs in a VPC only, which is secure, and Lambda AWS Lambda service itself take care of its security, its high availability, and many other things. It will be ensuring that it runs on multiple AZs of that particular region on which this VPC is there. But in what VPC it runs, which region it runs, it is not controllable by the developer. So in first case, when you are using the default Lambda environment, you no need to worry about the high availability because it is being taken care by the Lambda itself. But the second scenario is where you might be requiring a resource from the VPC. So in first scenario when we talked about, you are able to access DynamoDB and S3 which are available over the internet. But what if your application needs any RDS resource or any EC2 resource, or you might be requiring the Elasticsearch database? Those resources runs under dedicated VPC. So the default VPC where you will be running, it will not have access to those VPC, and there is no provision that you can make that connectivity work. So in those scenarios, you have to deploy your application, your Lambda, under a VPC, dedicated VPC, where you have other resources which you want to access. Now, in this scenario, you have to design or you have to ensure that you get the high availability. So, to get the high availability in VPC, you need to ensure that first you select the VPC in whatever the VPC you want to run the Lambda, and then you ensure that you select the multiple subnets in across the availability zones. So here if you see there are 3 availability zones are available. So ensure that at least you have multiple subnets for your Lambda. Then only you will, if one of the subnet is down, then other subnet can take care of your Lambda invocations and serve the purpose for the caller. The another thing you need to ensure is that the security group also you need to select under the VPC. Right now I am selecting a default group here, but if your application needs access to internet, then ensure that your security group has outbound connection, as well as your VPC should have a NAT gateway so that you can make the connectivity to the DynamoDB, S3 or any other public cloud service. From the high availability perspective, that you need to ensure that you're selecting the multiple subnets. The another thing you need to ensure is that each subnet has the sufficient IP addresses, because when we invoke any Lambda function, each Lambda execution needs one private IP address. So let's suppose if this subnet you allocated only 250 IP addresses, then you can run only 250 Lambda execution as a concurrent. So that limitation you need to understand, that you need to provide the sufficient IP addresses in the particular subnet. Now let's suppose if your one subnet 2A goes down, and then you have only this 2C subnet where your Lambda will be running. So then in this case you need to ensure that, let's suppose your Lambda concurrent execution is 500. Then earlier it was divided between the two subnet 250 250. Now all the 500 calls will be coming to only this subnet and it should be able to handle it. So you need to design, you need to cater this IP addresses in case of failure, in case of your subnet goes down. So this is something developers don't understand while designing the application, and they get the availability issue and that cause a business impact. So this is something I wanted to cover to ensure that all the developers understand that.